Welcome back to the Fact Story, where the strange and creepy take center stage. I'm your host, Loot Drop Legend, and today, we're skipping the sunscreen and heading into darkness. These are the top 10 creepiest places on Earth, real locations that feel ripped from horror movies. Some are ghost towns, others are nature's nightmares, all are unforgettable. So turn on the lights, grab your flashlight, and get ready for a wild ride. Are you ready? Let's dive in. This is going to be great. Number 10 is Aokigahara Forest, at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan. This forest is infamous for its profound silence, so dense it absorbs sound and creates an unsettling atmosphere. Known as the Suicide Forest, it's a place marked by tragedy, with signs urging visitors to seek help. Local legends speak of yurei, vengeful spirits said to haunt the woods, luring the lost. Compasses malfunction, people report feeling watched, and personal belongings are left behind as haunting reminders. Volunteers patrol for those in need, but the forest's sorrow is palpable. Is it the magnetic soil, the silence, or something supernatural? Aokigahara is where beauty and tragedy intertwine, making it one of the world's creepiest places. Would you dare to enter that silence? Number 9 takes us to the canals of Xochimilco near Mexico City to La Isla de las Muñecas, the island of the dolls. The legend caretaker Don Julian found a drowned girl and soon after a doll he believed was hers. He hung it to appease her spirit. For 50 years he collected and hung hundreds of decaying dolls, their cracked faces and empty eyes watching from every tree. Visitors report whispers, moving eyes, and a heavy sense of being watched by hundreds of silent witnesses. In 2001, Don Julian drowned in the same canal, deepening the island's eerie legend. Was it the spirits, or just fate? The Island of the Dolls is a chilling monument to grief and obsession. Would you set foot among those haunted faces? Some say the dolls still whisper at night. Others say the island itself is cursed. Either way, it's unforgettable. Number 8 is Pripyat, Ukraine, abandoned after the 1986 Chernobyl disaster. Once a thriving city, it's now a frozen time capsule with schoolbooks, gas masks, and a rusting Ferris wheel left behind. Nature is reclaiming the city, but radiation lingers, making it a dangerous ghost town. Every object tells a story of lives interrupted in an instant. The silence is profound, broken only by the wind and the crackle of a Geiger counter. Pripyat is a chilling reminder of human error and the cost of hubris. It's not haunted by ghosts, but by the memory of disaster. Visiting is sobering, a city-sized memorial to catastrophe. Would you walk its empty streets? The real fear here is what we're capable of. Number 7 is Hoia Baciu Forest in Transylvania, Romania, dubbed the Bermuda Triangle of Eastern Europe. Twisted trees and a mysterious barren clearing set the stage for countless UFO sightings and paranormal encounters. Visitors report anxiety, nausea, and even missing time, with some emerging covered in unexplained scratches. Local legends tell of disappearances, including a shepherd and his entire flock. Paranormal teams have recorded disembodied voices and shadowy apparitions. The forest's reputation keeps locals away after dark. Is it a portal, a UFO hotspot, or something stranger? The line between reality and the supernatural feels thin here. Would you brave the Hoia Baciu at night? Some mysteries are better left unsolved. This forest is one of them. Number 6 is Poveglia Island, Italy, a forbidden place with a history of plague, madness, and mass death. Used as a quarantine station during the Black Death, it became a mass grave for over 160,000 victims. The soil is said to be half human ash and bone. Fishermen avoid its shores for fear of dredging up remains. In the 1920s, a mental hospital was built here where patients claimed to see ghosts and hear screams. Legend says a sadistic doctor was driven mad by spirits and died after leaping from the bell tower. Today, the island is abandoned, the hospital in ruins, and locals claim to hear the bell tolling on quiet nights. The Italian government forbids visitors, but thrill-seekers report overwhelming dread and physical attacks by unseen forces. Poveglia is literally built on death, and its spirits are restless. Would you risk a night on Poveglia? Some places are haunted for a reason. This island is one of them. Enter at your own peril. Number 5 is Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, a prison designed for total isolation. Prisoners lived in solitary confinement, driving many to madness. The architecture is intimidating, with vaulted corridors and crumbling cell blocks. Ghost stories abound. disembodied laughter in cell block 12, shadowy figures in the hole, and a locksmith overwhelmed by a negative force. Now a museum, it embraces its haunted reputation, especially at Halloween. Even in daylight, the weight of suffering is palpable. It's a chilling monument to failed justice. Would you walk its haunted halls alone? Some say the spirits never left. The echoes of misery linger. Number 4 is the Catacombs of Paris, a labyrinth of tunnels holding the bones of over 6 million people. Created to solve overflowing cemeteries, bones were stacked in artistic patterns deep beneath the city. Descending into the catacombs, you're greeted by walls of skulls and femurs, a haunting, humbling sight. Visitors report cold spots, whispers, and the sensation of being followed. Some explorers have gotten lost in the off-limits tunnels, never to return. The darkness is absolute, the silence oppressive. It's a place where the past is inescapable. Would you dare to wander these endless halls of the dead? The catacombs are Paris's most chilling secret. Here the dead truly outnumber the living. Number 3 is Hashima Island, Japan, Battleship Island, a concrete ghost town off Nagasaki. Once a bustling coal mining city, it was abandoned overnight in 1974, leaving behind a decaying maze of apartments and factories. Forced laborers suffered and died here during World War II, adding a somber weight to the ruins. Today, the island is a crumbling skeleton, battered by the sea and time. TVs, toys, and newspapers from the 1970s remain untouched. The wind howls through empty corridors, a mournful, post-apocalyptic soundscape. Hashima inspired the villain's lair in for good reason. It's a vision of a world abandoned. The ghosts here are both human and industrial. Would you explore its haunted concrete jungle? Number 2 is the Darvaza gas crater in Turkmenistan, better known as the Door to Hell. In 1971, a drilling accident created a massive crater leaking methane. Scientists set it on fire, expecting it to burn out in weeks. 50 years later, it's still burning, a roaring pit of fire in the desert. At night, the crater glows with a hellish light visible for miles. The heat is intense, the ground unstable, and the smell of sulfur hangs in the air. Tourists camp nearby, drawn to its apocalyptic spectacle. Explorer George Karunis even descended into the crater, discovering life thriving in the inferno. The Door to Hell is a monument to human miscalculation. Would you stand at its edge? Some fires are impossible to put out. Number 1 is Centralia, Pennsylvania, a town burning from below for over 60 years. An underground mine fire turned this once thriving community into a toxic, smoking wasteland. Sinkholes, poisonous gases, and collapsing ground forced nearly all residents to flee. Only a handful remain, surrounded by empty streets and venting steam. The infamous graffiti highway is now buried, but the fire rages on. Walking through Centralia is surreal, silence broken by the hiss of steam, the ground hot beneath your feet. Experts say the fire could burn for another 250 years. Centralia is a ghost town being erased by an unstoppable hellfire. Would you visit a town consumed from within? Here, the haunting is ongoing. The earth itself is the monster. And there you have it, 10 of the world's creepiest, most haunted places. From Aokigahara's silence to Centralia's fire, these sites remind us that darkness still lingers in the corners of our world. Which one would you dare to visit? Or are you happy exploring from your screen? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey, like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more. There's plenty more weirdness to explore together. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, even if it gets a little creepy.